We were as brothers. We sought new lands and shared in the wealth of discovery. But fate turns upon the wheels of chance.
We're gonna have some fun today.
Yes, we are.
We're gonna do a competition. We're gonna play the same country in single player.
Yep.
And see who racks up the best score. The country we're playing is the Ottoman Empire.
Yes. The most obvious point for Ottoman player to start is actually to try to crush the Byzantines, or the Byzantine Empire, the last vestige of Rome. Also start a war in Albania. A war where we probably are a bit stronger than they are. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to recruit myself a general.
When you're fighting wars, you're supposed to have the lowest piety possible. No, I'm just kidding with you. Because a higher piety gives your missionaries high strength, better morale, more tolerance to the true faith, and bigger defense. So it's a kind of warfare.
Oh.
While lack of piety gives you more money and more manpower and better tech. So it's a different. What type of thing you want to do?
Ah, there you go. We got a quite nice navy as well. I can see here. Turkey sits at the basically very important trade node, which is centered around Constantinople. But any port within that area can become the center of trade, right? You don't really need to control the actual center in that sense. You want to control the whole area to dominate the trade. What's your long-term strategy?
Conquer the world, enslave humanity.
All right, I think that's reasonable. Both me and Johan are in quite big wars now. I'm in a war against Mamluk, which is the other great Muslim nation against the Mediterranean.
Yeah.
And in order to accomplish my plans as Turkey, I will sooner or later need to defeat the Mamluks as well. Johan, on the other hand, is in a war against Austria and a few others, right?
No, I've signed peace with everyone.
All right, so Johan is in peace now. You got a white peace with Austria. But these are potentially big wars. Both Austria and Mamluks are future enemies.
The Sun Missionary, like when you have the confirmed dialogues, you actually get proper list boxes and not text disappearing.
Yeah. As you can see, the Muslims has quite a few. You can establish the Sheikh ul-Islam, which of course strengthens the Islamic strength. You can introduce the Jizya, and that gives you a lot of actual tax modifiers. So one thing you can do, you don't have to expand military, even though it's often the quickest way. What you can do if you're a strong nation like I am, with a lot of small neighbors, you create an alliance and a royal marriage like we have now, and then you boost up your relations to 190. What you then can do is simply ask them to vassalize. If you're strong enough, they will normally accept that. That's a way of growing without conquering.
Well, manpower is you basically have more factors in EU4 compared to EU3. Before you had like a small manpower pool, or a manpower pool that refreshed in 2 years. That was in EU3, and now it's a 10-year pool, and that's means that when you're fighting a war, your manpower is kind of like sacred. But there's a lot of ideas that make you recover manpower quicker. I don't know how many hours. I can't say hours. It's minutes. We have a music currently in EU4. I think it's about 40ish, something 50ish.
There's no events in the game that will boost your monarchs.
No.
Okay.
None whatsoever.
What are the main differences between the various infantries actually that you can pick on? Because
They have different small dots on them. No, they're either better at inflicting morale damage or avoiding morale damage, and the same for shock and fire.
The country's going strong. We're in for a few wars. Everyone is having a good time.
Because infamy, while at the time was a pretty interesting mechanic, it didn't really make sense that you had the same reaction from Japan as you had from France for taking a French province.
Mm-hmm. That's literally it. Okay.
Yeah. Serbia's conquered Croatia in my game here. I need to liberate them. I'm busy making the Greeks into Turks like I did in Macedonia.
No, I mean, I think both me and Johan are playing a bit more aggressive than we normally would.
Mm-hmm. Oh, this is a bug. This is clearly
Oh, something's very wrong here.
Yes, this is a blocker. We're gonna postpone the game.
Oh God!
It's like Norwegian and Danish armies into Sweden.
We were as brothers. We sought new lands and shared in the wealth of